Paris Saint-Germain produced a clinical performance to punish a profligate Bayern Munich as Edinson Cavani and Neymar put aside their penalty-taking row to both score at the Parc des Princes. Carlo Ancelotti will face further questions from the German media after a chastening night in Paris, where his side enjoyed plenty of possession and created several chances, but were ultimately well beaten. Dani Alves blasted the hosts in front after 2 minutes, and Unai Emery's side doubled their lead after Alves combined with Kylian Mbappe to set up Cavani to fire home his 10th goal in as many games. Mbappe was the architect once more for PSG's third as he rolled inside David Alaba to cross for Neymar to crash the ball over the line after Javi Martinez had failed to clear. Ancelotti opted to make 6 changes to his team following Bayern's disappointing 2-2 draw at home to Wolfsburg, with Adrien Rabiot and Franck Ribéry's surprise exclusions, and Mats Hummels also on the bench, while Jerome Boateng was not even included in the squad. The Italian manager had set his side up to predominantly defend and counter-attack, but his plans went up in smoke after less than 2 minutes. Neymar, recalled to the side after missing the goalless draw at Montpellier at the weekend due to a foot injury, set up the opening goal after just 90 seconds, ripping through the German side's rearguard before laying the ball on a plate for Alves to score. The former Barcelona fullback had not been tracked from his defensive berth by James Rodriguez, leaving him with plenty of time and space to pick his spot beneath the legs of Sven Ulreich. Bayern responded well from that early setback. Javi Martinez had an excellent opportunity to restore parity from Joshua Kimmich's corner, but the Spain international could only head wide before Thomas Muller did likewise moments later on 2 occasions. PSG goalkeeper Alphonse Areola then turned Martinez's fierce shot over the crossbar as Bayern chased an equaliser. Neymar's touch deserted him after being played in on the edge of the box by Adrien Rabiot, but soon after Mbappe combined with Cavani to devastating effect to give PSG a 2-0 lead. Mbappe opened up the Bayern defense down the right and checked to play the ball inside to Cavani, who crashed home a first-time shot from the edge of the area. Cavani's curling efforts saw him become only the 5th player to score in 6 successive Champions League games, alongside Cristiano Ronaldo, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Marouane Chamakh and Burak Yilmaz. Neymar would join that select company in the second half, as 2 halftime substitutions by Ancelotti did little to stem the tide in the French capital. Prior to that, the Brazilian's neat back heel set up Cavani again on the edge of the area, but Ulreich kept out the latter's shot with his legs. Bayern saw enough of the ball, but struggled to create clear openings before the break, with Muller's dangerous, deep cross palmed clear by Areola. Alves rescued PSG when clearing Martinez's header from a corner off the goal line early in the second half before Neymar lost his composure to fire wide. Bayern lacked their usual clinical efficiency, but substitute Sebastian Rudi's long-range drive forced Areola into another save. But Ulreich was at full stretch to keep out Neymar's free kick, and the Brazilian made it 3-0 in the 63rd minute from close range after Mbappe had turned brilliantly inside to play the ball across goal. Arturo Vidal turned home a rebound 4 minutes later after his initial shot was saved, but his effort was ruled offside as nothing went right for the visitors, while Kimmich's excellent cross was punched behind by Areola. Cavani curled a free kick over the crossbar after Neymar significantly appeared to let the Uruguayan take it following reports of the pair's recent fallout over who would take penalties this season. Bayern substitute Kingsley Coman's late-angle drive and Robert Lewandowski's stoppage-time free kick were both well saved by Areola.Alves, who have scored 8 goals in their first 2 Group B matches, kept a second clean sheet. Ancelotti is under increasing pressure, with his side now level on points with Celtic in the group following the Scottish champions' 3-0 victory against Anderlecht in Brussels. The result completes a miserable week for German sides in the Champions League after Bayern joined Borussia Dortmund and RB Leipzig in suffering defeat, the first time since November 2014 all German teams were beaten on a match day of the group phases. As for PSG, the hosts showed no signs of the dressing room discord which dominated the pre-match talk, as Cavani and Neymar put their differences over penalty duties to one side to produce another sublime attack.